This video is for those of you that already have a folding star and maybe are having a little bit of trouble using it. That's okay, there's a lot of people that do, but that's why I'm here, because there's a few tips I can give you. So the first thing to remember is that it's not a throwing star and it's not a knife or a tomahawk. It's a completely different throwing weapon, and so it should be treated differently. You want to make sure that the blades have a lot of rotation, and rotation is more important than speed. It's better to give it a slow throw with more rotation than throwing it really hard with less rotation. It's just remember, you gotta get the blades extended as quickly as possible. To get the most rotation, you need to roll and push the blade. So you should start in a position back here, like this, and then roll it along. Notice how the wrist rolls, and when you reach this position here, you should let go. And you don't lob the blade, you don't lob the star, you actually roll it and push it into the target. There's three main holds that you can give the blade. The first one that actually most people find most favorable is already extended, like this. And you kind of give it that snapping motion while you throw it. The second way that I like is giving kind of doing the fan technique, having it fanned out like this. That's another good way to do it. And again, you have to snap your wrist in a flicking motion. The third way, that works pretty well, but not quite as well because it takes longer for the blades to fold out. I throw this longer range. I've actually thrown this probably over 100 feet before like this. Is you have a 3-to-1 ratio where you have 3 blades on the outside and 1 blade that you're holding on to. Then you kind of give it a flicking motion again. And sometimes if you twist it a little above your head and then straighten out as you throw it, it works a lot better. You'll want to make sure that you have a good target with that's more on the soft side, not hard. The woods to not use would be plywood and particle board, because those are spongy, they don't have really any grain, and it's hard to get any throwing weapon in there. I know because I've tried it. It's hard to get tomahawks, knives, anything into plywood or particle board. So what I would advise doing is using something like pine board. You can use pallets. You can use trees, you can use stumps, anything that's a little bit on the softer side. And remember to throw with the grain of the wood. There's also what I call the cardboard trick for beginners. It's kind of interesting to see how your blade hits, and unless you actually film it and slow it down with a camera, you can't really see how it's hitting. So one way to do that is with cardboard. You can actually put a piece of cardboard in front of your target. Then when you throw it, you'll kind of get an idea, a little bit of a footprint of where the blades are hitting. So if you actually get a blade to stick into the cardboard, you'll actually see a little prick, and maybe you're just not throwing it hard enough. Maybe it's actually hitting on the sides like this, and the blades aren't spreading out right. You'll see it hit kind of sideways like that on the cardboard. But the cardboard trick is actually pretty beneficial, and it's helped me. There's a couple techniques you can do while throwing. You can either do a side-handed motion and throw it sideways, or you can do a throw it the other way, sideways, like this. You can also throw it overhanded, or you can throw it underhanded And when all else fails, keep 3 blades up and 1 blade down and kill the target. Well, that's it for today. I hope you found these tips helpful. If you come up with any other techniques that I haven't listed here, feel free to let me know. Just remember, the best thing to improve anybody's throwing is practice. Until next time, be safe and happy throwing.